this is the problem. Soil gets too dry, plants screaming inside, but it can't verbally express it. So, this is where I change that problem.
The goal here is to make something impressive. Specifically, a plant that screams at you when you neglect it. Most projects award attention. This one pushes neglect. If it dries out, it notices. If I forget about it, it complains. And if I water it, it shuts up immediately. The Arduino doesn't have its own output, so naturally I had to steal an amp board from this piano. I got a few extra mystery parts in the process, but right now we're focusing on the amp board. I ended up cleaning it up, soldering everything together, and rewiring around the power switch because the board refused to turn it on otherwise. I'm choosing to believe that it won't cause me problems later. Now we're finally putting everything together, and let me just prepare you for the disappointment because it doesn't turn on. No matter how much testing, rewiring, redoing everything, it did not want to live. So we ended up having to scrap this idea and move to the next iteration. Here's our culprit. Ah, you spicy bitch. Damn it, guess I gotta search for more parts. Fuck. Round 2, wires, DF player, speaker board, speakers, moisture sensor, plant, fight! At this point, I started integrating everything into the system. The DF player is tied into the speaker board, the grounds are unified, the power is routed, and the speaker outputs are connected. Nothing is floating here. Nothing is temporary. This is the version where things are supposed to work. I'm following the logic of the circuit, making sure signals go where they're expected to go, and everything is shared from the same reference. On paper, this should work. Here we have the final product. Not necessarily final because I plan on adding reiterations to it, but this is the final product that we have at the moment, and we're about to power it on for the first time. Gotta hit the power button. Whenever I was sitting here recording, I realized that I was not mentioning anything about the Discord or the merch or the tip page. Go invest in me. I make cool shit. Oh shit. Okay, hear me out. I know I'm just playing videos off my phone. The actual board went through so much pain and effort. As you can see, I have hardwired into the board directly into the speaker inputs, and I can't necessarily get Bluetooth to disengage from the actual motherboard in order to engage with the DF player, in which I have burnt up 2 of those, and I've killed an SD card. I've killed 3 audio driver boards just to get the screams from the plant. This has become more of a pain in the ass than... I don't know where I was going with that joke. Anyway, there will be more iterations. I want to add motion tracking to it, and I want the actual board to work. But this is the concept, and hopefully we can get something towards it. Hi, welcome back to another round of how can I fuck this up? So screaming plant. First off, The idea was great, but the Bluetooth thing ain't working for me. So we're gonna completely revitalize this thing. Probably get another plant, so that way it doesn't look so dead. Hear me out. We have gotten ourselves some pieces online because fuck this project. It's taken so long. So I ended up picking up this booster module. This is the buck USB or boost buck converter, power supply module, DC to DC, power supply module, DC to DC, 5 volts to 5 up, down, power supply module to DC. So it takes electricity and boom! Then we have our corrosion-resistant Arduino moisture direction gardening watering DIY color 2-piece. That's the name on the bag. JQ6.
A few moments later.
You know what? It's in the description. I got it all off of AliExpress, so there's no guarantee if anything is actually gonna work. Basically, this is all we need in order to make the Screaming Plant module. Wait. This is an old ham radio, and it currently owns a 8 ohm 1 watt speaker. So we're gonna end up stealing this off of here so that way we can say that we used parts, but in reality we did try to build it with a Bluetooth speaker. Wasn't so good, and then every time I turn around, it seems like we need another part. So I finally caved in, and I was like, okay, I can spend the $4 to get these parts. I don't have a breadboard, which means custom PCB.
Tearing down one piece of trash, tearing down another, finding something useful in somebody else's clutter. Not sure why I'm back here doing this again. Curiosity, mostly maybe discipline. Catching my reflection in the glass, wondering if this plan's going to be my friend. First time down, I turn it around, laughed it off, I look like a clown. Iteration number 2 still standing. Pieces don't fit, so I start navigating. Hacking it together, making it behave, hiding in the corner till the numbers agree. Tear down one piece, tear down another, finding something useful in somebody else's clutter. Not sure why I'm back here doing this again. Curiosity, mostly maybe discipline. Catching my reflection in the glass, wondering if this plan's going to be my friend. Look, this is why I bought the parts. Nothing ever gets built without a little heart. Get up, stand up, rip it apart. Turn the function into art. Iteration number 3. Same hand, same question, different wiring. I step back just far enough to see what I actually built. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's finally answering me. I flip the switch and I wait, and I see how it learns to speak. Damn it, I forgot the coding. Feels like music for a second. Don't worry, it's still a build video.
We don't really want to go above 5 volt, and right now it's set for 10. That is not at all where we need to be. You don't want to fry everything, which is why I left everything separated. Apparently with this JQ650 board, it is a Chinese board, and with it being a Chinese board, it has put me in a problem because I don't know Chinese.
Okay, so at first I thought, well, maybe it was a wiring problem. So I went back and I looked at the data sheets, and this is what I have.
Wait a minute.
I have this one right here. It's a JQ6500-25SS, whatever you want to call it. I did not put a ground on the add key side on the actual motherboard. Oh no! Right here underneath. So I think that's why we're not able to pick up input from the micro at USB.
So we'll run just a little ground line to it, and you know, I think we'll be all right. Well, there you go, guys. This is the final iteration of the Screaming Plant. Second iteration, the final product. And let me tell you, it works fabulously. And I will definitely be making some sort of solar panel to go along with it, because I mean, it's going in a plant, might as well utilize the sun to power the thing, right? Maybe even add in like some LCD eyeballs to it so that way it can look at you, Alexifying the plant. That would be pretty cool. If you guys have any ideas, throw it down in the comments. I'm extremely interested. Okay, but we're actually getting less than 1.5? Oh no. Okay. So we are getting 4.7. I knew that, okay? I knew what I'm doing and doing what I know.